Welcome to Lunchtime Live. I'm going to give it just 1 second, make sure I'm actually live. Let's see. There we go. And happy Thursday. It's so good to see all of you again. If you're here, say hi so I can see you. Let me show you, if you're like me, it's been a crazy busy week this week. I have 2 new patterns on the blog, and I'm going to show you what I've got. So the first one is this mostly mesh scrubby, which I showed you last week. This is actually for the CAL Central Scrubby Crochet Along. So that is on Crochet Along Central on Facebook. So what this is, it's basically a long mesh tube that gets rolled in on itself and then tucked into the center. But there's other scrubbies like that. The reason this one is different is it's got this handle and it's got a solid back. So it stays put this way. It doesn't have a hole in the center. You can sew it closed like I have because I wanted it to like stay put for like really good scrubbing. Or you can leave it open. Like when you roll it up, it'll stay pretty well. You could leave it open, and that way when you wash it, you can unroll it and then it'll dry really well. So that is the new scrubby for the Scrubby Cal. And then the other new pattern I've got this week is right here behind me. This one just came out literally this morning, and this is for the KAL Corner 2020 knit along. And what this is, it's basically a headband. It is a headband, not basically. I don't know why I said that. It's a headband. It's an easy knit headband. So if you don't know how to knit, or you're just learning, like you just know the knit and purl stitch, this is the headband for you. It's nothing but rows of knits and purls, and then it's seamed over here, so it's not worked in the round, it's just worked flat. It's seamed over here where the 2 colors meet, and then this little wrap is put on around it, and it's all seamed into place. I like this because you can wear it. Oh, I'm going to mess up my hair now, but you can wear it with mostly the yellow in the front, or you can flip it over. Let me see how I did this. You can flip it over and wear it again with mostly yellow. Wait, that's not right. I flipped it twice. Okay, here we go. You can wear it with mostly the orange in the front. So I like that it's basically 2 different colors, and you can switch which one is more prominent. It does tend to curl on the edges a little bit. Blocking will help that, but expect it to curl a little bit. Of course, once it's stretched over your head, it's going to stay put. So this is a really, really good pattern if you are just learning how to knit. If you don't knit and like you want a very first pattern, this is a really good pattern for that. So that is this one. What did I call this? I think I called it Happy Harvest. Yes, this is the Happy Harvest headband because I love alliteration. So this is new for the KAL Corner 2020 knit along, which that's KAL Corner on Facebook. And as always, after I'm done here, I will go in the comments and put all of the links, or if you're on YouTube, I'll go in the description and put all of the links to all of the things I mentioned, which this week there's going to be a lot of links, you guys. I think I've got like a dozen links in this week's Lunchtime Live because I have some fun stuff to show you. I'm going to show you some stuff that Lion Brand sent me. But before we get to that, I finally finished my scarf. This is the scarf I've been working on kind of on the side for a while because I've had other deadlines that have had to be met, but you can see how the colors transition. It's a gradient scarf, and it's a really neat stitch pattern, really easy to do. It totally needs blocking right now, and I got to weave in all my little dangly ends, and then I'll get it photographed, and I don't see any reason why I can't have the pattern out to you this week, actually, this coming week, next week, I guess. The yarn for this is from Brenda and Heather Yarns. It's called Unicorn Light, and I've forgotten what it has in it. I want to say it's either nylon or tencel or something like that. It's like mostly wool, but it's got something else in it that makes it shiny. And I'm trying to remember what it was, but I'll look it up and tell you. But I love that because it makes it almost like metallic looking. See, let me get it closer. Do you see how metallic that looks? And this pattern, originally my thought was, you guys know that texture, you see that texture in like garages and workbenches and toolboxes and stuff like, oh, and on like the steps for getting up into a truck. You see that diagonal like line texture, and that's kind of where I got the idea for doing this one. But so that one will be coming up next week. And I just wanted it to look metallic, so I love that it looks metallic. Okay, so let's see. So that is what's new on the blog right now and what's coming next week. Now I wanted to show you, okay, that's everything I had to show you before I get to Lion Brand. I get to show you all the Lion Brand goodies now. All right, so I have been working with this kid. This is a really exciting project. There is this, I haven't been working with him, but I'm helping him. There's this kid called Neil Venkatesh. He is a freshman in a local high school. So I don't know, that puts him at like 14, 15 years old. So he's a teenager, young though. And he started a a charity. He started a nonprofit. He started a nonprofit to combat social distancing. So what he's done is he's setting up craft classes and other kinds of online classes for seniors who are suffering with social distancing issues right now, who basically, he's combating loneliness. So if somebody is lonely and doesn't have anything to do or wants a community to talk to, he's setting up these free classes for them, and he reached out to me. This is how I got involved. He reached out to me to teach one, and I'm going to be teaching one. And actually what I am teaching is a Learn to Crochet class where we're going to make a really, really simple hat for the Lion Brand Hat Not Hate project. If you haven't heard about that, it's an anti-bullying project that Lion Brand does. So I'm going to switch this around and show you the yarn that they sent me. Lion Brand was so sweet to help me out with this. Oh, why is this not working now? Ah, there we go. Okay, Lion Brand was so sweet to help me out with this. They sent me yarn, this hometown yarn to make for the Hat Not Hate, and they sent hooks to go with it. And I love that the hook is the same color. That's so funny. It's like purpley color, but this is the hook to go with this. So with this, we have enough supplies for all the students for my class to make these hats for Hat Not Hate, and we're going to donate them. So that's first the thing that they sent me, so I'm excited about that. And then while they were sending me stuff, I went ahead and asked for some free samples of their new yarns to play with and swatch with and obviously make a pattern with eventually, but to basically take a look at. So I'm going to run through these different yarns that they sent me. This first one is ice cream, perfect for summer, right? So I'm going to have to do something with this quick, otherwise I'm going to have to wait for next year, I think. But this is ice cream cotton blend yarn. So it's the ice cream colors that you're used to. It's the cool, like, this one is called lime. I think it should be lime sherbet, right? It's really pretty. So it's a self-striping yarn, not really variegated, more self-striping. You can see, let's see. They don't have a sample on here, but I'll be working something up in this pretty quickly for sure. It is, let me look at content. It is 47% cotton, 53% acrylic, which is why it's such a soft yarn. It's not like a kitchen cotton. It's a blend, so it would be great for maybe a cowl. I think I'm going to do a cowl. This would be great for like next to the face because it's very soft and squishy. Okay, next we have, now this, I had a thought and now I'm not sure. This is Off the Hook Faux Fur. And I got two of these because I had a thought of doing something with a fur edging. But now I'm not entirely sure that I like the idea I originally had. So I'm going to let this sit for a little bit. This color is called Pink Poodle. I'm going to let this sit in my head for a little bit, but it is that loopy yarn. So it's really easy to finger knit with, but it's a loopy faux fur yarn. So when you work with it, it works up like fur. So you can see a sample here of the cowl. And I think I might combine it with another loopy yarn, or I might make some sort of border with it. I haven't decided for sure, but this is 100% polyester. It is so soft and fuzzy. It would be great for blankets if you wanted to make a whole blanket with it, and it would work up super quick. So this is the faux fur, and I got two of those. And then the next yarn they sent me is a sparkly one for fall. This color is called Topaz, and the yarn is Date Nights. So I'm thinking of doing something delicate and lacy and pretty with this. It's a chainette style yarn, so it's got that. It's not spun, it's kind of chained together. Let me see if I can zoom right in and see if you can see that construction. Kind of hard to see, but it is a, there you go. Can you see that? It's a chainette style yarn, and it's got sparkles in it. It's really, really sparkly, but it's not itchy. Like I'm rubbing it and I'm not feeling like the sparkles don't itch. So this will be nice for some sort of accessory, I think. Maybe a little capelet or something. We'll have to see what this becomes. And then I got Touch of Yak, and this color is called Water Lily. And I don't know why, but I think this color is so pretty with this color. So maybe I'll do something with the two of those together. I'm not sure. Again, I got these just to play with and see what sparks the imagination. So this is Touch of Yak. It is 90% acrylic, so it's mostly an acrylic yarn. Let me zoom back out here. There we go. It is mostly an acrylic yarn with 10% yak. So this one, it's very soft and drapey. The yak adds a little bit of that natural fiber warmth to it. So it's going to be a very warm, luxury kind of a yarn. So we'll see what this one is. I'm going to work some of this up and see, because I want to see, actually I want to swatch with this and see after I wash it if it grows or if it has, like how much drape it has to it, because I think this is going to be a very drapey yarn. There we go. Is Pima Cotton, and it's exactly what you think it would be. It is a soft, shiny cotton yarn. Not necessarily a washcloth yarn. This is more of a accessory or clothing yarn. Like I could see even a tank top made out of this, but we're gonna see. And then that I think is it. Those are all of the yarns that I got to try. So now if my camera will behave, which I know it hasn't been, I'm really sorry you guys, I don't know what's going on with the internet, but hopefully my camera will behave, and I'm going to show you how to do a chainless starting double crochet. That was what I promised to show you this week. So let me pop over and see, leave me some comments, tell me what you guys think of the yarns that we looked at, if you could see them. Oh, my YouTube got canceled. Oh well, okay, we will have to record and just rebroadcast that. But anyway, so let me know what you thought of the yarns, if you could see everything, and now I'm going to show you how to do a chainless starting double crochet. So I have here a sample of just 5 stitches of double crochet, and you can see that I've started this row here with a chain 3. And you can see that it's a little floppy, right? Because this is the way you normally start double crochet, and it leaves a gap and it's a little floppy. So we want something something that looks a little bit more like a regular crochet, regular double crochet. And this is especially important if you don't want to put an edging on your project. So you can make a straight double crochet project or something with double crochet at the edges and not have to put an edging on it. And here's how. What we're going to do is first thing, now normally we would chain and turn, right? Okay, so first thing we're going to turn, then we're going to pull this loop up to the height of a double crochet. So my double crochet is about yay high. I've made my loop about the same height, okay? Then we need a yarn over, right? But instead of doing a yarn over with this yarn, we're going to use this loop to create our yarn over. So we're going to take the hook and we're going to twist it around, wrap the yarn over the hook. Now, if you let go, it's gone, okay? So don't let go. And you might want to pull it up a little extra tall, but just a little bit. You don't want it floppy, okay? So now rotate the yarn around and hold it in place like this so that you have 2 loops on your hook, okay? Now you're going to insert your hook into the first stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, and now you have your 3 loops on your hook, right? I'm still holding this one. Don't let it go. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2, okay? Now I can let that go. Yarn over and pull through 2. Now, doesn't that look a whole lot more like a double crochet than that? I think it does. I want to show you a trick if you make the most common mistake, which is letting go. I want to break this down and show you what's happening. So when we do this, what's really happening is we're twisting up this loop, right? If you let go, do you see how that twist is still there? Can you guys see that twist in there? Okay, so if you are doing this and you're right here and you go in here and you're pulling up your loop and you accidentally let go. I do this all the time, okay? You can save it. You don't have to undo it. Pull up this loop, all right? Now, the whole thing was this was twisted around, right? So all we're going to do is we're going to yarn over, pull through here, and then pretend it's still twisted around and pull under that twisted loop there. Now we're back to our 2 loops and we can finish the stitch. So if you let go, it's not the end of the world, but ideally don't let go. Let me finish this row. I'm going to show you the other benefit of a chainless starting double crochet. So when you get to the end of the row, when we worked this row with 3 chains, we now have to find that 3rd chain. There's 1, 2, 3, and we have to work into the 3rd chain, right? It doesn't look like the other stitches. It doesn't work like the other stitches, and it leaves a gap, okay? When we come back this way, and now let's do another chainless starting double crochet. We're going to pull the loop up big, not too big, just big enough. We're going to wrap our hook around, insert it into the first stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, right? Okay, so there is my chainless starting double crochet. Now you'll see when I get to the end how different it is working into a chainless starting double crochet than it was working into the chain. Because here we have, I'm trying to get to where you can see it, let me pick it up here. Here we have an actual V just like the top of a stitch because we finished it just like a stitch. And I made this one a little bit tight, but there you have it. There is an actual V just like the top of a regular stitch at the top of that chainless starting double crochet. So when you work your last stitch, you just work right into that actual V. Don't split the yarn like I just did. There we go. And that looks a whole lot neater than if you had a whole row of these. So that is the chainless starting double crochet. And the reason I'm showing this to you guys now is because I am working on another new pattern that this is useful for. Or sorry, not another one, the one I've just shown you. This one. It is very useful in this pattern to do chainless starting double crochets at the edge so you get a nice neat edge. Because without that, the edge would be a little bit floppier and you would possibly have to put an edging on it, and this pattern has no edging on it. So that is the chainless starting double crochet. Now for next week, I don't have anything in mind to show you guys. So if there's something that you want to see, if there's something you want me to demo, send me a message, leave me a comment on this video, ping me on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. It doesn't matter where, wherever you are, you can find me, send me a message, and let me know what it is you'd like to see. I can demo any technique. I was thinking of, well, not any technique. God, that sounded so conceited. I can demo any technique I know. And I was thinking of maybe showing you how to knit and purl backwards, because I showed you how to knit backwards once, and now I'm thinking of showing you how to purl backwards as well. Or I can show you how to crochet backwards. That's another fun one. But I'm just undecided about what to show you, so you tell me, what would you like to see? And that's all I have for you for today. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me, and I will talk to you later. And I think the YouTube stream fell apart somewhere, so I'm probably going to delete that and just save it off of Facebook and then upload it again. So if you left comments there, I apologize, but the video, I'll get the video back. Okay, that's it. I'll see you next week. Have a good weekend.